things to prepare before flying from Naiya to Vietnam. Your passport, at least 6 months valid, return ticket, hotel bookings, travel tax, pay it na, download your Grab app for transport, and then screenshot important addresses in case there's no internet. Buy your eSIM before your flight and wear your comfy clothes. For Naiya checklist, arrive 3 to 4 hours early. Sa immigration naman, yung e-gov, gawin nyo na sa house or sa airport, and then empty your water bottles. POV of 1 day in Hanoi with 0 time wasted. We arrived in Hanoi 1 a.m., then check-in in the hotel, quick recharge, then straight to exploring. Started our morning 8 a.m. with the iconic Vietnamese breakfast, bún cha. It's like a smoky grilled pork, fresh herbs, noodles, and dipping sauce that honestly changed my life. So, ang sarap-sarap niyan. After breakfast, we booked the Hanoi half-on half-off bus tour via Klook for 4 hours. Probably the easiest way to maximize Hanoi in 1 day. So, how it works? You ride a double-decker sightseeing bus with designated stops around the city. You can either stay on board for the full loop or enjoy the city tour, or hop off at attraction you want to explore, then ride the next bus again. So, ang mga major spots along the route includes One Kim Lake, as I've said, Hanoi Opera House, Temple of Literature, Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, St. Joseph Cathedral, Hanoi Old Quarter. So, why is it worth it? Because it saves time if your itinerary is packed. No need to keep booking Grab rides. Great overview of Hanoi for first-timers like us. The upper deck gives the best city view and photos. And also, it has audio guides. It explains how Hanoi culture and history while you ride. And tips before riding, you sit upstairs for better views but bring a cup. Ay, pero may libre naman sila doon parang sa lakot. So, morning rides are less hot and less crowded. So, yun ang ginamit namin. So, you download your Klook voucher beforehand in case internet gets weak. Pero, as for us, yung eSIM na na-avail namin is okay naman, malakas yung signal. And, fun fact, Hanoi traffic looks chaotic at first, but somehow everything still flows. Watching the scooters from the top of the deck feels like watching organized chaos in real life. Talagang masyashock ka sa kanila. Sa kanilang traffic. Diyos ko. Pag mahina-hina ang loob mo, iiyak ka na lang. So, ito is perfect for travelers who wants to see more or less in time. So, after that, we go to the famous Train Street Cafe for lunch. So, we had our lunch at Hanoi Train Street Cafe. So, one of the most unique lunch spot in Hanoi, where cafes are literally built beside active train tracks. We had lunch at Train Street Cafe while waiting for that famous train to pass by. And by experience, and yes, it's way closer in person than it looks online. So, the vibe, tiny cafes, Vietnamese coffee, banh mi, local food, lanterns, and cameras everywhere waiting for that train moment. So, 1 second, it's peaceful cafe vibes. Then, the next second, the staff suddenly tells everyone to move because the train is coming. So, another fun fact is that this Hanoi Train Street, yung railway has existed since the French colonial period. So, locals originally lived normally beside the track because cafes become viral. Some train pass only inches away from the cafes and the houses. It becomes one of the Hanoi's most famous tourist spots, and because of social media and travel blogs. So next, after the lunch, at 2:30 p.m., we headed to Mega Grand World Hanoi. Basically, it's like Hanoi's colorful mini Europe. It's like Venice-inspired canals, boat rides, pastel buildings, shopping streets, and night market energy all in one place. It is one of the largest lifestyle and entertainment complexes in Vietnam, designed for both locals and tourists who want different side of Hanoi beyond the old quarter. So after that, we go back to the old quarter and ended the day with a dinner at a local Vietnamese restaurant in the old quarter. The perfect last stop after a full day of exploring Hanoi. So after the dinner, we went to the legendary Cafe Giang for coffee before our sleeper bus to Sapa. Fun fact, Cafe Giang is famous for inventing Vietnamese egg coffee in the 1940s. Because fresh milk was scarce during that time, they used whipped egg yolk instead. And it eventually became one of the Vietnam's signature drinks. So the egg coffee tasted like dessert and coffee combined. Creamy, rich, sweet, and honestly, the perfect last Hanoi moment before an overnight journey. So at 8 p.m., we headed to HK bus lines for the sleeper bus to Sapa. No wasted time, just straight from Hanoi City Lights to the mountains of northern Vietnam.